How did he begin this talk? We did that exercise in the morning. I was your sense object. Then you took your attention to your eyes, which are the senses. And then look at the seer that is looking through those eyes at me. Remember? The same thing he was talking about. From the sense objects, take one step back to the senses. Because you keep getting lost in the sense object. When you are lost in the sense object, there is drama. Correct? Yeah? If I want to drop the drama, I have to take one step back and come to my senses. That is why the phrase in English, are you in your senses? Then from the senses, take one more step to that seer who is looking at me right now, who is listening to me. Yes? That one, and be established there. Again and again and again. This is the process of Nama. The entire Upanishad is based on this. Nama. That is what he was talking about right in the beginning.
I will be a lot of cashmere per year try to appear. Getting lost into that.
Absolutely. Sense. Yes. Good, you realize that.
Yeah, that is why I didn't look it next time.
What did you do next? Christina, can you mute everybody and hang out, please?
Yeah, when mind experiences the sight, it becomes part of the experience.
It loses itself. Means what? The same consciousness only has gone out into the world, and there is called the mind. When that same consciousness processes the information, it is the intellect. Same consciousness then stores all this processed information. It is the memory. These impressions I collect, karma bank, and I move on from one lifetime to next lifetime to next lifetime. And I attach, I identify with that memory. That is the ego.
You said you identify with particular memories.
Yeah, not all memories. As in, obviously, you have split out from that Brahman thinking I, I think I am this body called Ekta. Have you even realized that this body is called Ekta? I am not called Ekta. When this body dies after 80, 90, 100 years, the body that was called Ekta is dead. I am still there. I move on. And I take on another body which will be called Dharmendra. It doesn't matter. Are you seeing this? The name belongs to the body. Did you ever think like that? How you even identify with that name? Oh, I am Ekta, I am Mridula, I am Maila. The I has attached to a name. Name is nothing but sound. I has attached to this body. It's nothing, sight and sense of touch. That's it. I has attached to mine. My husband, my wife, my child, my parent. All that belongs to this body. I am not this body. Did you ever think like that? Previous lifetime, you could have been a male and could have had some other child, no? Next lifetime, you can be somebody else and have another child or another parent. Why are you attached only to this lifetime's mother and father and child? Get attached to all of them? Whoa, so much chaos, no? That would be. It's chaos. This is also chaos. Recognize this. This is also a mess. Wake up. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am beyond these tools called body, mind, intellect, memory, ego. These are just tools. I am something else. That I is always there, it was and it will be. Trikala bhaditam yat tat satyam. That which is beyond past, present and future. That is the truth. It's the same thing. Again and again, bringing you to the same point through some other explanation. You see?
When you say one he does not say, he does not know knows.
We'll go to the sutras soon. One more very...
I was just going to ask that, how can you say with conviction, with so much conviction, that you were there and you will be there?
Because electricity is always there. It was, it is, and it will be. It's just that you discovered it in this particular time. It does not mean that it wasn't there before that. Gravity always existed. Yeah? Newton did not discover gravity. It existed. He didn't invent it. You get it? You invent something. It was already there. Just because you came to know about it at a particular time does not mean it did not exist before that time. You see what I'm saying? Very subtle this is. Yeah? And just because you just have a limited range of knowingness, because you associate it with this Bhutakasha, no? Does not mean that it does not exist after that. That is why you have to drop this limitation of the mind, the intellect. The intellect, the logic is very limited. It will stop you at a point. That's where you have to let go. The letting go part is the beautiful part. That's when the eureka moment happens. Maybe I studied physics too much, that's why eureka example keeps coming up.
So in this continuum, so we take birth in another person. So this birth that we are taking now, so there is a purpose. What is that purpose?
To exhaust the karmas that led to this body. This body called Ram, no? Correct? This body called Ram took this birth in this family, to this mother, to this father, in this lifetime, with whoever, your wife, your children, for a particular amount of karma that needs to be exhausted. And if I do not exhaust them, instead I create more, what am I doing? Again they will all come back together. Have you noticed that it's really not the first time with your husband and wife? You've been together before. Usually the wife was the male and the husband was the female. They interchange roles from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. I'm going to get lots of phone calls this evening. What did you tell my spouse? So these impressions are so strong with that one person. Just imagine you're living with one person 60, 80 years. With the same person there is love, with the same person anger, with the same person hatred, again with the same person love, and the cycle goes on. The same places you're punching, that impression is so strong with that one person, you inevitably land up together again. That is why you might not remember your great-great-grandfather's face, but his nose is sitting on your face today. Isn't it? Are you seeing this? That's why they say in families, no, my grandmother is born. My daughter is my grandmother. My father used to say that. So it is the same family we come back into again and again and again, because we don't understand that we have to stop creating these karmas. The day we wake up and we drop this raga, dvesha, let go, then we are releasing karmas. And slowly your bag becomes lesser and lesser.
So how do I know what is my karma phala, which I am spending on, and what is my new karma I am creating? How do I differentiate?
The main teaching of the Upanishad is drop this running after the karma phala. Don't even bother about the karma phala. Yes? Whatever action I do right now, present moment, without any raga, without any dvesha. Understand raga, dvesha now? No likes, no dislikes. I just do this action because it has come my way. If something has come my way, it's obviously my karma, sanchita karma, that has propelled this to come into my direction. Yeah? I'll give you a simple example, very simple, non-personal example for you, so easily you can relate. Sometimes you just meet a particular person, office or a party or somewhere, and you just dislike this person for no reason. You've never seen him before or her before, and there is this aversion to this person. And then, of course, you might have some karma exchange with this person, and this person goes away after some time. Your karma was only that much with him or her. Every karma comes with an expiry date. No impression can last forever. Yes? So stop running after the karma phala. Look at today's action. See that I do this action completely in the present moment without any raga or dvesha. Because this one little thing with this person who has come my way, if I unnecessarily create hatred, what will happen? I'll be probably born to him or her in my next lifetime. I'm telling you, your love or your attachment to loved ones, that impression is not as strong as the impression of hatred. So if you hate somebody, you're definitely going to be born to him or her. Do you want that? Think about him as your mother or father. Do you want that? This moment, drop hatred. Stop this. This moment, let go. Whatever dvesha you have for him, open your fists. They're really close tight. let go. Because you are harming yourself, not him. It's not worth it. You see it? Yeah. Karma is really intense. And very fair and square it is. You get what you did. Simple. You cannot say, oh, God is doing this to me, he is doing this to me, she is doing this to me. No. They are just messengers bringing to me what lies in my Sanchita bag. You remember Sanchita bag? Yeah. Whatever I have done, that is what has come my way. Let me get through this without creating raga and dvesha. No more seeds. The more seeds you throw, the more these new sprouts are going to come. You decide. Is that what you want? Homework for you. I don't say for love or for your attachment to your loved one so much, but definitely for the person you hate. Let go. That's your homework. Otherwise, you're going to be born as his or her daughter or son. So, here, Gurudev again and again brings you to this point that the mind gets lost outside, and bringing this mind back to the self is what your process should be. Drop these questions, why I got lost in the sense object, what will I get by doing this? Yeah? By procrastination, you lose, you do not win. Again and again come back to the self. Again and again come back to the self. And what is the self? Do you know? Do you know?
Consciousness. Fear.
You know, you said yes. What did he say? The ones who said consciousness, they do not know. Those who said, I don't know.
They know.
You know. Huh?
It's not fear.
Shloka 1, second part. Of the second chapter, second part. यदि मन्यसे सुवेदेति धब्रम एवपि नूनम त्वं वेता ब्रह्मणो रूपम यदस्वत्वं यदस्व देवेश्वतनु मीमांस्यमेव ते मन्ये विदितम्. Let's break it up. The first part. Yadi manyase suvedeti dabhram evapi nunam. If you think I know the Brahman well, you know very little. It's a kind way to say you don't know. Basically, you have no idea. Tvam veta brahmano rupam means of the Brahman roop. You know very little or you don't know anything. Yadasya tam yadasva devesh vathano. This is where tomorrow's part comes. Where he says he resides in different forms, even in the forms of the devas. Devesh vathano. He resides even in the devas. And we'll talk about devas tomorrow. Yeah. So wait for that part. Vimansyameva te manye viditam. Therefore, whatever you think I know, you need to do a little more research on it. Yeah. So you need to, it needs to be sought after. That's the literal translation.
It says that it is easy to say I know and it is easy to say I don't know.
That is the next shloka. Yeah. Therefore, whatever you think that you know needs to be researched a little more, or should be sought a little more. Sought, S-O-U-G-H-T, sought. Yeah. So if you have this thing that, oh, I understand it, I know it all, you need to let go. He gave you many examples, no? Example of a teacher also. So this ego can come up, not necessarily just in teachers, but oh, I have been in Art of Living 20 years. What you are telling me? I'll tell you full Ashtavakra. That can also happen, no? So never let such a thing happen to you. Always be very much, wary of your own ego. It's your own enemy, I tell you. It's your own obstacle on your path. It really doesn't, others don't matter here. 2 minutes they'll see your ego, they feel, okay, great, you know something, I don't know. They go their way, they've forgotten you. But it's a big roadblock for your progress. You recognize this. So never get into the disease of I know.
But the more you know, the better you understand that you
No, very
less.
little. Yes, that is true.
And when we are going through that, then how to become natural, like let it go. That is what it happens. The antidote of ego, that is being natural.
Just be natural, yeah. Ego is nothing but, I am this.
Separate from the other.
Yeah, I am separate from you. When you are not this body and she is not this body, you both are just the Purusha, the same energy. How can the electricity in the white wire say I'm different from the electricity in the blue wire? It's the same. Drop this identification with this white and blue wire. Drop. Yeah? Now grow up. You said, no? This lifetime. Now grow up. So drop this I, mine, identifying with these material things. Yeah? I'm lost in Bhutakasha. Let me at least progress one level above Bhutakasha. Enough I have done it. Yeah, and most of us have lived life also enough in this body. We are not in our 20s right now. We've seen, we've understood. Our mind is like that. Now at least move on to the greater truth in life. So drop this I know, I am like this, I am great, you don't know anything. When your mind comes up, bacha, relax. You have to learn to train your little mind. It's as simple as that. With love, with firmness, whatever works. Different tricks work at different times. Right? Just like a child. So drop this I know. The one who says I know knows very little. Go into the next shloka. Shloka 2. Naham manye suvedeti no na vedeti vedacha. Yonas tadveda tadveda no na vedeti vedacha. This is the one Guruji. Now the disciple is talking here. And what is he saying? I do not think I know it well, nor do I think that I do not know it. That's the first line. Naham manye suvedeti, no na vedeti vedacha. I do not think I know it well, Nor do I think I don't know it.
I do not think.
Confusion, no?
Yeah.
I do not think I know it well.
No, he's saying I don't think I don't know it also, and I don't think I know it also. See, very precious point Gurudev said. There is the realm of I don't know in the middle. That realm of I don't know is so beautiful. It has the complete 100% potential of being new, ready to take whatever comes from the unknown. Yeah? He gave you a beautiful word, Sadhyo Jata, ever new. That little window is in between the I know and the I do not know. Somewhere in the middle. Ever new. So he said, I do not think I know it well, nor do I think that I do not know it. Yo nastad veda tad veda, no na vedeti vedacha. He amongst us knows it truly, who does not fall into I know it also, and does not fall into I don't know it. Total bouncer, no? He amongst us knows it truly, who does not fall into I know it, and does not even fall into oh I don't know it. He's not at the two extremes. He's in the middle, ready for whatever is. The Sadhyo Jata, ever new. There is no example. Because it is beyond the mind, it is beyond the intellect.
So, I mean, I perceive this as I don't know it, and I know it, but I don't know fully. So, if there is a starting point, which is Brahman, and you are going full circle and going back to Brahman, so from the starting point to the end point, you will always this state that you know little, but you don't know full till you reach to the end point. So.
Again, you are saying that means there is going to be one day when you reach the end point.
Absolutely.
No, he is saying no.
Right.
No, yes, no, no. In the center all the time. All the time in the center. Ever new. Ever new. That ever is never going to become never new. It's ever new. Sadhyo Jata. Sadhya? Sadhya? Sada. Always. Ujata, being born, coming out of, all the time being born, all the time, new. Punarnava. Are you getting it? Ever new, all the time new. In the center, not on the yes, not on the no. Not on the positive side, not on the negative side. In the center.
So always willing and ready to learn more.
Neither saying I am a duffer, I am useless, I don't know anything, nor saying oh I know it all. Not this extreme, not that extreme. In the center.
Most of the time you are like that, right? Like all the time you are like that. No. Yes.
Like
I feel always all the time you are like that. Then experience is okay.
yeah, that is going to be a totally different world.
We don't want to be in that uncertain position. Have you noticed? The mind does not like this uncertainty. No. Something you tell me. Now also you have that, no, you give me an answer. You said, give me an example. The mind wants to know, it wants to go either this way or that way. No. You walk on that thin razor's edge. Just keep walking. How long, don't ask. Just keep walking. No answer this way or that way. That is the job of the Upanishad. Got you there.
But I think this can apply to everything, right? Not just spirituality.
Beautiful. That's where, when a person realizes here that this is the way it is, he realizes everything is like that. Even in this material world, I thought, oh, this body is going to live forever. Do I ever think I'm going to die tomorrow morning? No. I planned tomorrow, day after, I planned one year down the line. 2 years down the line, I'm going to Alaska. What else you plan? 10 years down the line, I will have this $1 million house, don't you? Yeah. Uncertainty is something this mind cannot handle. It does not want to handle, it feels. Yeah? You know what I'm saying?
If you think of it, then you are able to, right?
Again, you're looking for the answer. Drop looking for the answer. Are you understanding it? You're looking for the answer will not get you there. You're either going to fall on this side or you're going to fall on this side. You have to keep walking on that razor's edge. Not a yes, not a no.
So essentially you are saying to give up seeking the answer.
Again, you're not even giving up. You're still walking on that razor's edge.
It's I don't know. It's not I don't give a damn.
Very nice.
Live it like a mystery.
Yes. There is something inside you that knows. Yeah. But at a level, you don't know. Both exist. That's the next sutra. We actually came up with it. The next
How you
sutra.
said about the pajama party and the creep. The subconscious level, right?
At the subconscious level, you know. Yeah. Next shloka. Remain with that uncertainty. Don't try to get an answer. This seeking of your answers is what is taking it away from you. Be ready to be with the uncertainty. Okay, it's uncertain. No, I'm going to be with this. However uncomfortable it is. That will get you there. Your willingness to be with the no answer will get you to the answer. The more you run after the answer, the more it will evade you. Maya. Next shloka.
Here. No, as Guruji gave an example of his own, like when he was in Sweden, one of the journalists asked him whether are you enlightened, and he says like if I gave him answer yes, then he will ask me the question, okay, explain
Now
or
prove it.
prove it. And if I say I don't know, then he will say no, you are
You're lying.
You're lying. But here I feel like I am judging somebody. Like if I say I am enlightened, okay, I am. Why should I tell you?
Again, drop that I'm enlightened or I'm not
okay.
enlightened. You are again looking for an answer. You want to go right or left. You have to keep walking on the razor's edge. Yeah, write it down if you keep forgetting it. I'm going to give you the same answer.
What did you say about enlightenment, right? If somebody says he is enlightened,
He doesn't know.
what is it? If somebody says you are enlightened, that he is enlightened, then he is not telling the truth. And if he is enlightened, then
He will not say it.
He will not tell you that.
Yeah. Shloka 2. Yasya tasya matam yasya na vedasa. Avijnatam avijnatam. knows it not. Knows it. Knows it not means does not know it. He who thinks he does not know it, knows it. And he who thinks he knows it, he does not. So, ignorance and knowledge both coexist together. That's the second one. Avijnatam vijanatam vijnatam vijnatam avijanatam. In ignorance there is knowledge, in knowledge there is ignorance. Knowledge and ignorance coexist together, to put it properly in English.
But we always try to push away the ignorance, right? And we want that knowledge to happen. So,
And the highest knowledge, you understand, all this is Maya, this is ignorance. This Maya exists in Brahman, that is knowledge. Knowledge and ignorance existing together, Brahman and Maya existing together, hand in hand. So ignorance and knowledge coexist together.
Oh, knowledge is equivalent to Brahman, and ignorance is equivalent to Maya.
Absolutely. It was just an example.
Right.
At every level.
knowledge cannot exist without ignorance.
Knowledge can, Brahman can exist without the Maya. Maya has come out of Brahman, it goes back into Brahman. Like you play a game. The game can exist without Ram. Yeah? But Ram comes out, plays the game, does all the fun and frolic and then puts it away and it's done. But Ram exists without the game. Game cannot exist without Ram. It's nothing, it's a play and display of consciousness. This entire creation, everything from the planets and moon and Jupiter and all the black holes, everything in the universe, to our earth, to these animals, trees, humans, to the smallest atom in this body. Everything is a display of that one consciousness, that one Brahman. It's just a game. He plays, he has fun, and then it goes back.
So there's only one consciousness, right? I mean, so the Maya is like the matter versus antimatter, the opposite in terms of looking at it from opposites complement each other.
Both are Maya.
So is that?
Both are Maya. Matter and antimatter, both is Maya.
Of course, I mean from Brahman to Maya, let's say, are they the opposites? They have to coexist, or do they?
Okay, no. Again, that's what he asked the same question here. He asked, can Brahman, or what was your question? Can
knowledge exist without ignorance?
He asked, can knowledge exist without ignorance? Yeah? Brahman is that knowledge, that all-knowingness. Of course, it can exist without this Maya. This Maya is just its play. Yeah? Like Aditya plays with his video games. Yeah? His video games are his Maya. Yeah? The video games or that game cannot exist without Aditya playing it, right? When he puts it away, he's done with his game. Aditya still exists. The game is done. Yeah? So knowledge or Brahman can exist without Maya or ignorance.
And why does the ignorance exist then?
Again, it has come out of the Brahman, it exists all around and it goes back into the Brahman. will learn more and more as we go. Baby steps we are taking. Pratibodh viditam matam amritam tvam hi vindate. Pratibodh viditam matam amritam tvam hi vindate. Atmana vindate viryam vidyaya vindate amritam. Atmana vindate viryam vidyaya vindate amritam. When you see this Brahman in everything, every little thing, every little animal, every insect, every butterfly, in the trees, in the flowers, in humans, in every living object and non-living object, then you truly know it. Then you attain Amritam. What is Amritam? Immortality. That means you've learned to look beyond this Bhutakasha, the matter, the physical realm of existence. When you go beyond the physical realm of existence, you drop the importance of this physical realm of existence, you attain immortality.
I think at that point you recognize your own self as being immortal because you yourself see it. And that's how you are immortal.
Exactly, that's what we discussed this morning. I see that, oh, this is nothing, this is just a piece of Prakriti. It is going to drop. The Purusha in me is what is going to move on. It's not just in me, it's in him, is in him, is in him, is in her, is in her. Oh, it's in this non-living object, it's in an animal, it's in a tree. Oh, we are all the same consciousness. Then even if this body falls off, there is no fear, there is no dukkha, there is no misery. And when that drops off, that misery leaves you, drops off with this maturity, you recognize I'm the self, that is itself immortality. You get it? If you are imagining that this body is going to live forever, 1,000 years and 2,000 years, that's not the meaning of immortality here. Then you got it wrong. You attain that Amritam by recognizing that you are that self that moves on.
But like we see, the fire and smoke both go together, right? Hand to hand. Same thing with the incense stick.
Okay, hand to hand nahi, huh? If there is no fire, there cannot be the smoke cannot come out. If fire never existed, there is nothing like fire. From where would smoke come? So the smoke exists because of the fire, but the fire does not exist because of the smoke.
Okay. So fire and smoke, incense stick and the fragrance. So then here it says, hate the sin, not the sinner. So normally we see all the time the action and the person, like same thing like fire and smoke, right? So how to now differentiate that? Like how to hold on to the sin, not to the sinner? Like
understand this. If she or he behaved in a particular manner, it is because of a particular karma he or she has with me from the previous lifetime. There is some karma exchange. You've taken loan from me. You've forgotten, that does not mean I've forgotten. You get it? Yeah, if one person forgets, doesn't mean the other is going to forget. As in, he does not remember the karma exchange, but karma has a way of getting it evened out. Are you seeing this? Yes, that karma exchange will even out. So recognizing this, that oh, this karma, that action or whatever, that anger that existed between me and him or me and her, that is wrong. She is not wrong or he is not wrong. Are you getting this? Very subtle this is, huh? You missed the point totally.
he goes beyond that. He says, hate the sin and love the sinner.
That's what it's there in the Bible here. Somebody else said.
So basically he's doing it and he's taking away my bad karma or something like that, right? He's taking away, my loan is gone now.
As in, not that my bad karma has gone to him and he's going to suffer. No. Means some negative karma in my bag is wiped off.
The previous karma is there.
Yeah. Do you get what he's talking about? Yeah. Something in my karma bag has been wiped off by this exchange with him or her.
If I don't react.
No, it's not if I don't react. If I don't have this anger or hatred that harboring inside me. See, if you think about somebody you don't like, think about him or her. Bring him to your mind or her to your mind. You know, your smile suddenly vanished. You were actually smiling, listening to all this, and that suddenly went when I told you. If he or she worth it, he must be sleeping afternoon nap, Saturday afternoon, enjoying. You sitting here thinking about him or her just spoiled your moment, haven't you? You release certain chemicals in your body because of emotions. Do you know this? Yes? They harm me, no? He's enjoying his afternoon siesta. Are you understanding this? That is why drop this horrible feeling that you have towards him or her. And how can I drop this? Turn it around to love. Turn it around to compassion at least, if love is not happening. Compassion is not, oh you poor thing. That is not compassion. Compassion is, I could have been in that situation and I could have reacted like that. Yeah? I would have let it go, no? I would have forgiven myself. You don't have to go and tell him I forgive you. Yeah. But let go. Drop. Because by dropping that bitterness, I am cleaning out my inside. It doesn't matter to him or her. He is angry. He is in his own ego. It doesn't matter. But from here, I am the one who's dirtying my inner environment. Are you seeing what he means there? So this you need to purify. This you need to work on. That is dropping raga and dvesha. Raga and dvesha is here. Like and dislike is here. It's not there. So let go. If you cannot love, Mahesh, at least start with compassion. First step.
Compassion is also difficult, not And another beautiful Guruji said, see the perfection in the most imperfect thing.
If you can get to that level, your life is blissful. You have reached. There's nothing more left for you to do.
See perfection in the most
What was the
Imperfect.
comment?
Huh?
What was the comment?
Not comment. He was saying, Guruji said, see perfection in the most imperfect. Guruji said it, no, in the video.
You can see that in the person or the thing you love.
Learn to see it even in the thing that you hate. The thing that you hate is only imperfect most of the time.
If I put on my architect's hat right now, let's say you look at a beautiful building, you look at a design or anything, it's going to have a lot of curves in it. It'll have some things which are, by themselves, if you look at them, you'll say, okay, that's not a straight line or that's kind of a little crooked. But it goes in so well with everything else, that's what makes that design perfect. So, when you see some imperfection, it's actually part of this huge design, and in its place it is perfect. It's what making everything perfect.
But that's not so easy. Consider highest. Think that I was perfect.
It's not easy, but think about the whole thing. I mean, Guruji talks in another thing, why are lions and tigers there? They're such terrible animals. They are doing things, but I mean, that's the thing. You kind of raise at a different plane of thinking.
Everything has a purpose. Good and bad both have to exist together. Yes? Would you ever worship Lord Rama if that episode had not happened with Ravana? No, it is that whole story. It is Ravana that makes Lord Rama the hero. and then you worship that heroism. Are you seeing this? You're actually worshipping the heroism. So recognize this. Everything and everybody has a purpose. Even if it is negative, even if it is bad. It does not mean you also become negative. Okay, I am going to go join the terrorist organization now. No. Nobody's telling you to do that. Yeah, but recognize, okay, this world has both black and white. Both are required in this world. And it's going to be like that despite me hating it. It's not going to change by me hating it. Let me work towards it dropping the hatred. Gurudev is doing that, no? You know, no? There are courses for even prisoners in prisons. Yeah. You know, in Tihar jail we had like the largest course. You know about all this, right? So in prisoners we go and teach the same kriya and the same knowledge. So without hating them, helping to reform them. That is what he was talking about. Even in that imperfection, you see perfection. Bring about change, help, rather than saying, oh, this is bad. It's very easy to say, oh, this is very bad, I want to walk out of here. Very easy to do that, right? A strong one, the courageous one says, oh, let me do something about it. He allows everybody in art of living. He doesn't say, no, these people are not good enough. You know this, in our ancient sages did check where you are. You know this, right? If you read a little bit, they used to check, where are you? No, you don't have enough knowledge. Next lifetime, go. Don't waste my lifetime. That's how masters used to speak. They used to actually take a test. Do you deserve to be here? Do you deserve to receive this knowledge? Look at Gurudev. Everybody is welcome. Come. At least little knowledge you might get reformed. Something will change in you. 1%, that's also enough. Takes courage, to do that. The second line of the sutra. Atmana vindate viryam. Through this self, you get what? Viryam is?
Strength, power, strength,
courage. By understanding or coming closer to the self, you get viryam. Vidyaya vindate amritam. By this knowledge, vidya is knowledge. By the self-knowledge, you attain immortality. This has been explained again and again. A lot of courage is required on this path. And only the courageous one, only with your self-effort, Gurudev said this, only with your self-effort, and of course coupled with the grace of the Master, can you attain immortality.
The Master doesn't give you the power, it is the self-effort, grace and
intellect.
You gain the power.
You gain the power.
you means not like he said the example of trainer.
Yes.
You have too many holes and master can't do anything.
Correct. You can't say just bless me. That's where again the video got stuck. What he said that time is, oh Guruji, you bless me. I will not do anything. You bless me and I will become enlightened. No. Does not work like that. If you are waiting that is what will happen, no. Really does not work. Self-effort is called Purushartha. We'll study all this in Yoga Vasishta. But self-effort is a prerequisite on this path. If there is no self-effort from your side and you just go to a guru and do bhajans and just be in that company and do no self-effort, not even implementing little bit of knowledge. Is it going to happen? No. You are like that strainer. Yeah, you understood strainer, no? Hindi mein word batao? Chhanni. Which has a lot of holes. A seed. Yeah? How will it hold water? Patrita hi nahi hai. Yeah? Patrita is the ability to contain. Is not there. You have too many holes. Holes because of your ego, holes because of not wanting to do self-effort, which is laziness. Yeah? There could be so many reasons your mind could come up with. Yeah, waiting for divine grace to happen? No, it's not going to work. Yeah? Self-effort or purushartha is an important prerequisite on this path. So homework number 3 for you. Are you really making an effort? You don't have to answer me. You answer yourself. You look into the mirror. Are you really doing purushartha on this path, or is it just entertainment? Yeah, earlier I used to get entertained with all these films and soap operas. Now I got bored with that. So okay, new entertainment in life. Spiritual knowledge. Have you taken this up that way? Self-introspect. You don't have to tell me. It's for your own self. Am I sincerely walking this path, or again am I looking for something from here? Even if you are looking for, people should say, wow, Ram goes to satsang, he's a great man. Expectation is there in the mind, somebody is going to pat my back. Useless. This is not self-effort. Recognize this, huh? If in the mind an expectation is there, I am not putting in self-effort yet. If in the mind a thirst for name, fame is there, I am not putting in the actual self. If you are really serious, yeah, I want to move on this path. I accept there are lots of flaws. I accept that I need to work on myself. I accept that there is a lot that I do not know. This humility will help you become the real patrata. Got it? Containment, being able to contain that knowledge. That's your homework number 3. Clear? So far sutras are clear? Go to the last and the most beautiful sutra. Iha ched vedith satyam asti. Na ched vedi mahati vinashti. Bhuteshu bhuteshu vichitya dhira. Prityasma lokadamrita bhavanti. If one knows this truth, this satyam here, he has reached, he has got it. It is now and here that he needs to know. That is the meaning of the first part.
Now,
Okay, I just elaborated.
one knows the truth.
If one knows it here, one knows the truth. Here means what? In this lifetime. Many people say, no, oh, there is lots of lifetimes. No, you said many lifetimes I'm going to come back. Maybe in my next lifetime I do. No postponing. What if you come back as a mosquito? You know liberation is not possible as a mosquito, right? Yeah, you know this, right? Only in human birth is it possible to move on. Human birth is a bridge between animal life and the divine life. Yes, only in human birth is it possible to move on. So one who knows it here and now, he will attain the truth. He knows the truth.
I have some karma with the humans in this life. So to get that karma phala, I have to be human in my next life.
Again, karma phala, drop the word karma phala. You are looking for something. Karma phala, it's not right. Okay? Did you watch the video?
Yeah.
Okay. Repeat for you, okay? Once more. I have karmas in my bag. These karmas have led to whatever is right now in my life. Sanchita led to today's prarabdha. So today's prarabdha does not create more agami. I work on today's prarabdha. Stop bothering about the karma phalam. We are trying to take away the karma itself. Now phalam of something that you are trying to completely erase.
Prarabdha, I mean, while prarabdha is going on this life, I am creating more karma.
No. Prarabdha means I am experiencing my present because of my past, Sanchita. Yes? In my prarabdha, I should not create more future seeds, agami seeds. That is my responsibility.
Right, but
looking for a karma phalam itself is throwing seeds.
No, I mean...
Karma phalam is an expectation in the mind. Expectation is always about a like or a dislike. There you are back to raga and dvesha. You've thrown the seed. I've seen this. Drop this thing of future.
No, my question is suppose, I mean, I'm throwing the seeds and so I'm creating my prarabdha again.
You're creating agami.
Agami. I'm creating agami, which will to my prarabdha.
Yeah, in future to become prarabdha.
And to experience that prarabdha, I will have to be in human birth again, not in animal birth.
Not necessarily. If right now I am super attached to money, numbers, money, I could be born as a lizard trapped in a bank. How do you know? About that? How do you know? Huh?
Why not cashier?
Because you want to come back as a human. Whatever is your strongest impression, that leads to your next birth. Huh? Because that strongest impression in this lifetime will obviously be a flash-like moment at the time of death. And that leads to my next birth. So if all my life I have been feverish about money, that's obviously going to happen at the last moment. I will die telling you, Swiss bank locker number 2-1. That's how I'm going to die. And I'll be born inside that Swiss locker, exactly the same locker.
Like in Libra.
But Guruji said that once you are born as human, then you can't go back.
Rarely does it happen, because of course we start towards the end of life, we all kind of work towards being good, being happy, being nice. But still, it can happen. If your major attraction is like that, you will be born. Probably.
It used to happen as a security man or a cashier somebody else.
Yeah.
That's good.
The probability of lizards is more than...
That's the story of... Yeah. So let's go. But there is the story of Jada Bharata. You all heard it in the video? Yeah? So you heard Jada Bharata. saint was born as a
Yes.
leer. So you know the story. I don't need to repeat it. It is possible. This is given as a word of caution to every student who leaves the Gurukul. Even after doing all these Vedas, Upanishads, all this study, when after 25 years of Brahmacharya ashram, when the student leaves the master and goes, this is given as a word of caution. That now you are going into Grahastha ashram probably, and you will very easily get lost in all this.
You are only trying to cut it out now.
So, just imagine we didn't even know before getting into it. Yeah, now at least wake up. Now at least recognize. Yeah, so, if you have to know it, this is the time. Now and here. Because you do not know what will happen in your next birth. Yes? Second part of the first line. Let's go to that.
So what was the full translation at one?
I've just done the first half and we started talking. The first half is you have to know it here and now. Then you will attain truth. If you do not, then what happens? Nached Vedi Mahati Vinashti. It is the greatest loss. Vinashti is actually even more. Vinashti is like
Destruction.
Vinash. The greatest disaster it is. There is no greater disaster than you not getting close to the self in this lifetime. This is the only lifetime. That's how you must live. Yeah? If you're really feverish about something, if you're really ambitious about something, turn it to enlightenment. Become feverish about enlightenment. Change it. Move here. Move away from that money, that beautiful woman you're running after, or those things. Yeah? It will be the greatest disaster if you let go of this lifetime's chance. Because you don't know if you will get a human birth again. So don't lose this chance. Very few people in this world even find a spiritual path. Have you noticed? Look in your own families and friends, and how many people are actually on a spiritual path. Yeah? Most of your friends are sitting in front of the TV right now, enjoying. Yeah? How many are actually devoting time to their own spiritual growth? Have you seen this? Yeah? It's a very few people, few and the fortunate, who find a spiritual path. Then from those very few and fortunate actually can understand this knowledge. Many get lost within that also, no? You must have seen now, you have been here pretty long. Even being on the path for so long, people get lost. Take it for granted, get into ego, whatever. They lose it. Yeah. Biggest disaster. Mahati Vinashti. Yeah. Guys, you cannot do this. Not to your own self. It is right now or never. You have no guarantee whether you are coming back as a human or not. Yes, and it's possible only in a human birth.
Is spiritual only the path to enlightenment?
Yes, that is the only path. What do you mean spirit? What is spirit? The self
Soul.
is the spirit. That is the only path. There is no other path. It is a one-way street, guys. It depends on you whether you want to go hopping, whether you want to keep taking breaks, or whether you just don't want to go. But it is a one-way street. Whether you want to be pushed by others. Yeah. Guruji is so kind enough to actually hold our hand and show us the direction. We are the ones who leave his hand and run away, isn't it? So many times we leave his hand and run away. He's still there. He doesn't go anywhere. the knowledge doesn't go anywhere. We run away. Mahati vinashti. Greatest disaster that you can do to yourself. Now that you've started walking this path, see that you never ever drop out. Never ever lose sight of the self. Never ever lose sight of that Purusha that you are. Drop this attachment to the physical. Whether this physical or that physical or this doesn't matter. This is your only chance. You decide. You want to make it or not. Always give your spiritual path highest priority above everything else. If I am calm, if I am composed, if I am relaxed, if I am happy, I can make everybody happy. But if I am only all chaotic and messed up, what am I going to do here? I'm going to be messed up. Right? Biggest disaster. Mahati vinashti. Say it. Mahati vinashti. Greatest disaster. So don't do this to yourself. I want you to go back home today just thinking about this. No more self-destruction. It is actually killing the self. Those who remember Ishavasya, remember there was a sutra in which he says, the people who don't, even after coming to the path, don't keep following the path, they are actually Atmahano. Remember? Killing the self. Don't do this to yourself. Mahati vinashti. Bhuteshu bhuteshu vichitya dhira.
Bhuteshu bhuteshu vichitya dhira.
In every bhuta, bhuta is every physical, living or non-living matter or element. It could be a person, it could be anything, it could be a tree, it could be an animal. Got it? What is bhuta? Bhuteshu bhuteshu, different types of bhuteshu. Yeah? In all of them, the dhiraha, the courageous one, sees only that one Brahman consciousness. Yeah, it requires a lot of courage, no? We just said, no? It's so difficult to see perfection in the imperfect. But even in that terrorist, I tell you, the same Purusha is there, no? That is there in a saint. Then how is the saint different from the terrorist? It's only the external covering, the body and the actions of the body that are different. Internally, both are the same, one and the same. Purusha, the same Brahman consciousness. When you can see that, then you see perfection in imperfection. Bhuteshu bhuteshu vichitya dhira. Pretyasma loka amrita bhavanti. We did this part in the morning. What is Pretyasma loka? The world of the physical realm of existence. From there, he moves on to Amrita. What is Amrita? Immortality. You decide, do you want to still be stuck in this Pretya Loka or you want Amrit? Your decision. That completes chapter 2. We live in a physical realm of existence. This is a totally different realm of existence. Because we are in the physical realm of existence, there is past, present and future. When we graduate to a different realm of existence, which is beyond the Bhuta Akasha, then past, present and future just lose their significance. For example, if you're looking through a peephole, this is my present. Now I move my peephole, my present has changed. This has become past. This is future. Again, this has changed. So I am still bound because of my narrow vision. Yes. But when I take a leap up from an eagle's eye view, look down, past, present and future are all the same. They all exist at the same time. It's just that I was looking at this and then I looked at this and then I looked at this. Past, present and future do not exist. I leave you with this. Think about it. Nothing like past, present and future.
What was Guruji's, I didn't get it actually, the fourth dimension.
Wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay, any questions on Google Hangout? All good? So you know or you don't know? Yes or no?
That's it.
Yo.
The previous Ishavasya, those who attended online, some smart person came up with neither going to yes, not going to no. So he said, yo. Okay, so if there are no questions, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. sharp.